Okay, we live, we live. Let me just do this one more time. See, this is what I get, y'all, for not preparing properly. That's on me.
Yeah, that's on you now. That's on you.
Word. Let me see. What the heck is going on? I think I got it. You see it on your end?
I'm looking. Hold on. Nope.
So we just gonna do it like
The
this.
last thing you posted.
We just gonna do it like
Do
this. We
you see
just
it on your
gonna
phone?
yeah, but I don't know why you can't see it on yours. So this is what we gonna do. We just
Hold
gonna
on.
have
Let
our
me.
little chop it up session, and then I'm gonna reshare it as a live right away as soon as we finish. So this way it can still be live. You know what I'm saying? Because I got you here, and you know
Okay,
how we
that
do already.
works.
So but yeah. So for those that are gonna be
Right.
watching, you probably can't see it right now this second because of me and I ain't preparing right. That's on me, y'all. That's on me. But for those that don't know me, hello. For those that do, what's up? It's your boy Meek, and this is Unexpected, where nothing is written down. There's no pre-screening. There's no nothing. It's just dope conversation that may go left, but it's right. Trust me. So before I go any further, please, my lovely guest, introduce yourself.
I am Arthur Nikki Nicole, host of the Breaking the Silence podcast. I'm a graphic designer, author, life coach. I wear a lot of names, a lot of titles, whether the mother, grandmother, all that good stuff. So yeah,
Okay,
that's me.
that's what's up. For those that see her name, please go follow her. Please go follow her. She has a lot of good content. I've done a podcast with her. She's been on my podcast. She's a dope individual. She believes in helping each other out. She's not on that crazy stuff on her podcast. She's all about positivity. And that's what I like about her, because a lot of people like to use the avenue of controversy and drama to get likes and comments. We don't do that over here. Also, Nikki Nicole don't do that. She sticks to her originality and she is herself, and this is why I love talking to her. And not only that, she's a Pisces just like me. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta give it up. We gotta give it up. But
Yeah, Pisces.
Pisces all day. But what's on your mind right now? That's what I really want to know.
Life.
Hmm.
Life. I mean, it's hard out here right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I went MIA for a little bit because I was just dealing with things. And sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta get missing in action for a minute just to regroup so you can be the best version of yourself because not everybody can deal with every version, every part of you. And sometimes you have to get missing so you can get yourself right or somebody gonna be in trouble. But
Hmm.
life, like it's just so much going on in the world. And I work in food service. So me being in food service for over 30 years, I decided, you know what? I was full time podcasting for a little bit, and I was like, I'm going back. Went back
Hmm.
into it and realized that hey, people hadn't changed not one bit. Not one bit. They still rude. They still
Hmm.
rude. They still do their thing. And I've learned though since then though, being in it that long, you can't match people's energy because once you match their
Hmm.
energy, your whole day is changed. They're
Hmm.
mad. You're mad. That's not gonna be good. So once I started thinking like that, I was like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna let them just yell for a minute. Then I'm just gonna say, what can I do to make it better?
Hmm.
Calmed all the way down.
Hmm.
So I've learned to, everything, needs a response. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, listen, observe the room a little bit, and then respond if you want to. But yeah, that's where I'm at right
Hmm.
now with it. I mean, life has just been life, and then people going through things, and sometimes you just gotta be nice to people. Like that video I did a couple of weeks ago. Just be nice. You
I
don't know
remember
what
that
people
video.
do. You don't know what
Yeah.
people going through. Like
Yeah.
they day could have been bad from the start to the end, and you out here making them mad or taking them through something. You don't know what people go through. Just be
Hmm.
nice.
You ain't lying about that, man. You ain't lying about that. That's why, like, I'm big. Because before, at one point, I was like so quick to react, quick, 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 quick. You say something to me, I'm saying something back to you, quick, quick, quick. But then now that I'm a little older, and I realize sometimes not saying nothing is just the best medicine, man. You know?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you know.
You shut somebody down quick when you don't say nothing.
I'm realizing that if you engage in the back and forth and the back and forth, the conversation will go on for hours. You don't be
Hours.
drained. You don't got cotton mouth from talking so much. You got a headache. You know.
Wasted spit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm starting to realize that now. Sometimes it's best not to say nothing at all, man. Seriously, seriously, seriously.
But we sit here like I was watching this podcast. I watch other people podcasts sometimes. I tell people I watch other people podcasts to know what to do and not to do.
Mhm.
I'm either gonna learn something or not.
Mhm.
But I was watching this podcast and he was like, got the name of that podcast. He said that 90% of people think about themselves.
Whew.
I looked around, I'm like, what he mean by that? So without even thinking about it, my everyday life became looking at the people around me and really
Mhm.
observing how people interact. They really do. Because I'm in the line in the store one day. Somebody in front of me getting a lottery ticket. I mean, not a lottery ticket, tons of lottery tickets.
Mhm.
They not thinking about who behind them, where they got to go, what they got to do. They standing up there for
Mhm.
30 minutes getting lottery tickets. Only thinking about them. And then after they finish doing that, not even I'm sorry that I
Nothing.
held your day up. So I mean, even out there driving in the real world, you're driving out there and you're like, okay, I'm trying to get where I'm trying to go. You got people driving slow, like they might not have nowhere to go. That's true. But you got people that's out there trying to get to work and you driving slow in front of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just
People
started
are really
noticing
tough.
everything around me that people really don't think about nobody but themselves.
That is true, man. That is the world we live in, man. People are so selfish, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I look at it like this, right? There's nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes when it comes to, like, mental and emotional health, but exterior selfishness, I have a problem with. You know what I mean? Like, if you know you're doing certain things or you're making certain choices that are affecting other people besides yourself, that's a no-no in my book, man. Like, whatever choices
Okay.
that you make shouldn't affect anybody else. And if it does in a bad way, you got to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to check yourself.
Sometimes you gotta jack your own self up. Get
Yeah, I
right,
was good
Kiki.
for doing that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the break in the silent shirt. Let me see.
Yeah, I had one of my guests actually made this shirt for me.
Ah,
Janaea Geiger made that for me and sent it to
that's
me.
what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you have any merch? Because I'm trying to
In the
support the
works.
cause.
In the
In the works.
works. I'm
All right.
about to pop out and show you now.
All right.
In the
Well, you
works.
already know me. I'm supporting the cause, man.
Yes.
Seriously.
One day at a time. One day at a time. But you
One
know
day
what I
at a
learned
time.
too, Meek? You
What?
cannot just rush everything. Just because Joe and Sarah are on top of the world, you don't know what Joe and Sarah did to get there. Number one. Your story and your journey is not theirs. Everybody have a different path. You can't jump on everything. Sometimes you got to think about what you're doing before you do it. And
Mm-hmm.
for a while in podcasting, I was thinking like, dang, why they doing this and I ain't doing this yet? Why I ain't at this level? They got merch and I ain't got merch. They got this and
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got this. It's not my time. Everything
It's
is on
not my time.
God's timing. And you can't jump at everything. You don't know what people do to get where they at. You don't know what they had to give to get what they
Mm-hmm.
got. So my advice to anybody out there, if you think that I'm working hard, I'm not getting nowhere, it's okay. Just keep working. Be consistent in what you're doing. Just don't quit. Period.
Don't
Don't
quit.
look, don't
Yes.
look, don't look through your lenses at somebody else's journey. That's not your thing. That's not your stuff. That's their stuff. That's their path. You create your own path and do what you gotta do in your life. Period.
Yes. Amen to that. Amen to that. I love that. I really love that. But before I say what I'm about to say, starting the first Monday, well, this Monday actually in February, I'm doing a 10-part series titled "The 10 Things That Women Lie About," where every year Your
You
face is
about to
like,
stir up
oh,
something now.
where every week I'm going to be dropping a video about the one thing that women lie about. So look out for that. But I want to say what's on my mind. It might be mixed with a little bit of trolling because I am trolling in a way, but in a healthy way because I'm not disrespecting nobody or calling them out their name. But I'm going to say what's on my mind real quick.
You
Just
about to
let me
start some
know.
trouble because then they're gonna be like, you got to come out of a series with 10 things that men lie about.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, this is the purpose of me doing that, where it's like it's an equal thing. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe a person that's watching it or is going to be watching it can be like, you know what? I'm gonna make it 10 things that men lie about, and that's a collaboration right there between me and that person. You know? So females, look at it as I'm looking to collaborate, but I'm also trying to put y'all on blast for the stuff that y'all do. It's my job to do so, to be an advocate for my men. So I got to. It's only fair, man. But
Ooh,
what
that's
I
what I love
want,
about you and your podcast because you come up with these series and it be like literally breaking the silence. You gonna have
yeah,
somebody come out with this in a positive way. It might you be doing something positive. They might say something negative, but you be like chill with it still. Like, listen,
yeah, that's
I'm
that's
just
one
doing
thing
this to
about
make you
me.
think.
My point exactly, because this is how I look at it, right? As long as I'm not, calling a woman a B or a F or, then okay, you taking it too far. But if I'm giving my healthy opinion and you're giving yours, that's what dialogue is all about. You feel what I'm saying? Healthy
People don't know how to
dialogue.
do
That's
that.
what, right? A lot of people don't. Because, like, for example, like if a woman was to say to me, "Men lie," and I get mad, I can't get mad. It's true because men lie.
Women lie too. It's
Yeah,
both ways.
yeah, so that's basically what I'm trying to do. But I want to ask you, from your personal opinion, why do you think women lie?
About what now? Because that can go in different ways now. In
Okay, so
relationships,
yeah, let's go with relationships.
okay, okay, women lie in relationships mainly because maybe they care about the person they with, right? They really care about that person. Now, somebody gonna disagree with me. They
Hmm.
care about that person. They don't want them to find out because really, in reality, they really want to be with the person they're with, and they don't want them to find out because they find out and it's over.
Hmm.
But women lie better than men, though. I will say that. Watch,
You
well, look,
think
look, look at
so?
them, y'all. Look at them, y'all. Look at.
You see my face? You
They
think
do.
so?
Men will listen, do something and step in it. And come on now, y'all get
And
caught.
then act
Women
like
don't get caught.
you ain't like yo.
Women
I'm
slick.
happy you said that. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that. I always say this, and I've been saying this for the longest. Men are terrible liars.
Terrible liars.
Terrible.
Like, dang. Now I
That's
might
it.
now I might have a wife, but I dabbled with the men in the past, and they terrible
It's
at lying. Like, did you just lie and thought I was gonna believe that? And they can't keep up what they're lying about.
mm-hmm,
You see, when you
mm-hmm,
lie, you got to tell this lie to cover this lie, to cover that lie, to cover that, and then you got to remember where the lie originated.
mm-hmm.
Women can.
Memories like an elephant. They remember a lie they told you back in 2011, and it's 2026.
That's the difference in men lying and women lying. Women remember where the lie originated from.
Yep.
Men forget all of that. Now they caught
Yep.
up.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yep. Exactly. Another thing, I had did a video about a week or so ago, and towards the ending of the video, I put a statistical fact that said men lie for short-term gains and women lie for long-term gains.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact. To me, that's a fact. Because if we tell a lie, we're thinking about okay, how this gonna affect me, not just today, but in the future. Y'all just think about, I'm gonna get this right now, I'm gonna lie about it so I can keep getting it. But
Mm-hmm.
eventually, somebody gonna get mad with you because you ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing right. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I understand though. I don't understand how people juggle relationships and people in general because how you keeping up? How you keeping up? Because you gotta lie to this person over here to appease them unless now Pisces like to keep it real. Unless you're a Pisces and you like to keep it real with a person off
Yeah.
gate. You're lying to this person over here, telling this person that, okay, I'm not in a relationship or what the case may be. Then over here, you're in a relationship with this person and you're lying about where you're going and what you're doing and who you're hanging with, like it's not gonna come back and catch up with you. Your boy
My
gonna
point
tell on you.
exactly. My point exactly. My point exactly. I say that same thing all the time, man. Like with me, back in my backsliding heathen days, I was getting down like that, but I couldn't do it for long because I couldn't lie. Like no lie, I would have probably 3 or 4 girlfriends at a time, right? And it will only be for like 6 months because my brain would just be like, yo, I
Six
can't do this.
months, that's a long time.
Yeah, I can't do this no more, man. Seriously. And I would get caught. Like it was to the point where like I would be with Lisa and be like, yeah, Jan. Who's Jan? I'd be like, oh, what oh, Teresa. Who's Teresa? Oh, my Lisa, my bad. By the time then,
And you still breathing.
yeah.
Hey.
She don't like Teresa, Jan, those the other girls. Now the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
Now
that's a
the
lot to
cat's out
keep
of the
up with.
bag.
Like get somebody else to do it, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Who? That's like
Mm-hmm.
first 48 stuff. Like people
First
really,
48. Yep.
eh, you was
That's a
lucky.
fact.
Nah, but I feel like at the end of the day, like they got this thing now. Somebody told me like these dating sites are different now, where you
Mm-hmm.
basically put that up there that you want to be. I don't know, pansexual. They got all kind of stuff going on these dating
Yeah,
sites.
what the hell is pants? What the hell is all this pan, band, van? Like, I mean,
Trisexual. And I was like, what? So basically, you're telling people that hey, it's not all about you. It's gonna be
mm-hmm,
you, you, and you.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't do the dating scene no more. Now, I told my wife, I said, you know what? When it's done, it's done. I ain't going back out there.
Yeah, I'm staying in the house.
Okay, going back. It's crazy out there in the dating world. Now I ain't going back out there and get
Yep,
myself hung up. Mm-mm.
yep. Another thing I want to speak on though, right? Like I want to backtrack to when I said about the women lying for long term gains. Um, like some examples that I like to use when I say stuff like that is I look at somebody like Jada Pinkett Smith, right? She's been dating Will Smith since what 1995 or something like that, and not saying he didn't do anything because if he did, we didn't hear about it. We just heard about what she was doing. So what I want to ask you is, why is it that women will marry you, have your baby, be with you for 20 years, and still don't want to be with you and will go out there and belittle you and make you look bad instead of just saying, yo, hey, bro, it ain't working out. I want to bounce.
Now that's an individual thing because if it ain't working, it ain't working.
Hmm.
I'm out. But a lot of times people stay in situations don't meet, like especially marriage. Me
Hmm.
personally, I know you probably heard this on other episodes. I don't believe in divorce.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
true.
gonna go through what I go through until I go through it. Till I go through it. We
Hmm.
gonna work this out. If you gotta go on the couch or I gotta go on the couch or whatever the case, we gonna figure this out one way or the other. So I don't believe in that because I believe that when you get married, to me that's kind of like a sacred thing where you're like saying that, hey, you're the only one that I want to be with for the rest of my life. So I don't think no marriage or no situation is perfect though. You're gonna go through some infidelity. You're gonna go through some all kind of things in marriage, like to make you throw off course. But that doesn't say that you don't love the person, you don't want to be with that person.
Hmm.
Like you said, she had kids with him. She's still there. They got history. Just think about it. When you was in a relationship, in a long term relationship, and
Hmm.
you broke with that person, and say for instance you live with that person, and you saw this person every single day, y'all, that was like your best friend.
Hmm.
Imagine that person just now no longer being there, and now
Hmm.
you gotta unlearn everything. You gotta get back to life and get back to you That
Mm-hmm.
is hard when you spent
It really is.
20 plus years with somebody. I've been with my wife almost 20 years. It would be hard for me to just be like, okay, all right, we ending this, and I'm gonna go on about my business in this world that I really you don't know nothing about the dating world no more. So I think
Right.
sometimes people stay with each other because it's convenient. They got history. They might necessarily not like each other no more, but they
Mm-hmm.
love each other. And the belittling, I don't understand the belittling part because I would never. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what we go through. I'm a little private anyway, so I
Facts.
would never put her out there like that and say, "Oh, she was this and she was that and she was bad." I played my role too, so it's not a one sided thing. Everybody has their role in a relationship or a marriage. So
Yep.
the belittling part, I
Exactly.
don't agree with that. But I feel like she staged because she was with that another guy on the outside, right?
Yeah.
God, what was
What's
his
his name?
name?
August
Artist.
Alsina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
August Alsina. Yep.
she might have wanted to have fun at the moment because you get the moments too where, let's be real, sexual life gets dry because now
Mm-hmm.
you've been with this person all this time doing the same old thing for
Mm-hmm.
20 some years, and you got this somebody come along and just rock your world. But it's only temporary.
Yeah.
You're not gonna leave your husband, your wife for that person. So why do it?
Yeah. Why do it? Yeah, exactly my point.
It-
If anything, if it's dry, you can be like, yo, a threesome or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this way everybody's on the same page. Like, you not stepping out, he's not stepping out. Exactly my point. Stuff
But
like
look
that.
at August. Look at August versus Will. Come on, she wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, we're Will
Who?
Smith worth $400 million. August Alsina worth a million. She
Do
ain't
the
going
math.
nowhere.
Okay. She wasn't going nowhere. She was gonna stay with that man. Will still
Oh
making
man.
money.
Yep.
And the children. But the thing about it, I look at their life like, I don't know, they got that round table.
Yeah,
Jada got
exactly.
the round table where they put everything out and stuff. They are very transparent. I do love that about them, that they very transparent about their life, and people try to use that against them, but their children, like even now their children, they move differently with their children. And I know a lot of
Yeah.
people be like, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're so open. They're open with their children are open with them. So I don't know. I didn't think Will and Jada would be like that because I'm fans of them, but they surprised me. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that roundtable episode when she admitted what she did, like I felt bad because it's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with being transparent, but stuff like that, you should be transparent amongst yourselves, not for the whole world. And it's like,
Embarrassing.
yeah, and even if it was the other way around, I would still say the same thing. Let's just say if it was Will that did that, I would be like, yo, Will, you wrong for that, bro. You could have spoke to Jada behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, in front of the world, embarrassed her. You know, it was that was a no go for me.
They knew they was gonna take that and run though. Come on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now they
Mhm.
looking crazy around here. And now they still together after all of that. The world looking like, what
Mhm.
we doing?
Exactly. Exactly. But for those that are watching, I got to get back on my trolling stuff for one more second. I'm gonna tell you, for the ones that are watching this and are confused about long term, short term lies, how men lie, how women lie. I'm gonna break it down from my personal perspective, my personal experiences. For example, men lie for short term gains, meaning like if he wants some sex or if he want an Xbox or a PS5, he'll lie to you to get that. Women lie in long term situations. And I'm gonna use me as an example that I personally went through this. I'm not gonna say when I did, but I did. Right. So I was talking to this girl and I was telling her, like, look, I don't want a relationship. I just want to be friends. I don't even want to, I don't want to bone. I don't want to do nothing. I just want a friend. And at first, she said she wanted a relationship, and I said, okay, this is just not going to work. Then you go your way, I go my way. So this way nobody can get hurt. So she was very persistent, very persistent. Oh, I'm not like the other girls. We can just be friends. Maybe we can grow to something else or whatever. And eventually, she tore the walls down little by little by little. And I started to let her in, having personal conversations with her and stuff. And a year or so goes by, and all of a suddenly, she starts ghosting me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm calling her. It takes me 3 or 4 times to call her to get one response from her, or I'll call her, she'll respond 2 days later. They come to find out that she went back to her ex, like started talking back to her ex boyfriend, right? Which was all cool and dandy, but my whole thing is like, give me a heads up. Talk to me about it. Like you went from trying so hard to get inside my soul, inside my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I finally let you in, and that's how you do me. And that's my example of women will be with you for long term gains. Once they realize they can't get what they want from you, they're gonna leave. I mean, don't get it twisted. It goes both ways. But I'd rather a girl lie to me just to get a phone out of me versus talking to me for a year, 2 years, wasting my time.
Okay. You can't get time back. And I think that's what people fail to realize.
Hmm.
You cannot redo 2025.
Hmm.
Only thing you can do is focus on 2026. Don't
Hmm.
waste my time. That's a long time. A year. Man, listen, 30 days is a long time for me.
Word.
2 weeks. Ooh, like I can't
Hmm.
get that time back.
Hmm.
She
That's
could
what
have
I'm
just
saying,
been
man.
real with you from the jump and said, you know what? I'm not looking for nothing. Well, she acted like she wanted something long term, right?
Yep.
And there's just the ghost. I hate ghosting. I ain't gonna lie. Don't
Yeah.
I hate ghosting. Talk to me. I think that's a Pisces thing, though. We want closure. We want people to tell us what we did,
Word. Thank you.
so we can't. We don't repeat it with the next person. Like, don't leave me like that emotionally at a standstill.
I
Now
hate that.
I'm out here bleeding on other people and don't even know that I did this to you and I could have stopped it.
My point
I think
exactly.
that's a Pisces thing. I think, but
It is. It is.
but you're right though. But men, like you said, that short term gain that could be tax season. You know, men right here,
Word.
they
Yo,
right here
I
clinging
ain't
to
gonna
women.
lie. I did that a few times too. Tax season. Yo, what up, baby?
No, you ain't want that woman. Just want her money. They
I
gone
ain't
by
gonna
March.
lie. I was the tax season boo. Once I'm tax, hey baby, you hungry? How you feeling? You
See,
alright?
see,
You, you good?
I
Yeah.
ain't
I
lying.
was
I ain't
thinking,
lying.
the new PS4 game came out. You think maybe, yeah, baby, or the new Jordans, yeah, baby. Soon as that money runs dry, I'm
Ooh, wow.
ghosting. I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. About good 15 years back, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that too. I was the tax season king.
That would make no sense. See, see, if people like you,
Where I'm keeping it
people like
real. Like yeah, that was me. Like I'm telling you, it's okay for me to speak about this now, but I was a womanizer. I was a slime ball. I'm not even gonna lie. You know,
me.
I'm just being honest, but it wasn't because of the female in general. It was about the emotional pains that I went through in my past that I really didn't know how to deal with. So I just dealt with it in a way that only made me mentally feel good, but not realize I'm hurting everybody else externally. You know?
Bleeding on people out here, just bleeding on them. Now I don't understand, but let's go back to this female. So she drug you along for that year,
Hmm.
made it seem like she wanted something with you, and in the beginning you had the walls up, but then you said I'm letting my guards down and I'm gonna try to make this something. And
Yes,
then when you
exactly.
got to that point, she left.
Exactly. In the beginning, I told her I just wanted friends. And
Mm.
she was very persistent about being my friend. She said, okay, we can be friends, but let's just see if it will grow into something. I said, okay, no problem. So the process of growing is her doing whatever she's doing, me letting her walls down. And then once I finally let the walls down, she just started acting funny out of nowhere. Started acting funny, and I'm confused because I'm just like
I'm
where's
confused.
yeah, like where's all of this coming from? Like my whole thing is we didn't like have a title or anything, but just to be fair, look, I'm talking back to my ex. So now that gives me the choice of do I still want to have my feelings involved or do I want to remove them? And then when She got caught, and I pressed her about it. She said, "Oh, I wasn't doing nothing wrong."
But see,
What?
the problem there is people see. Okay, back in the day, let's go back in the day. Back in the day, with like
Hmm.
my mama generation,
Hmm.
courting and dating was kind of the same thing.
Same. Hmm.
Like you go to the house, they sit down, they visit with each other, they talk or whatever the case may be, and they're exclusive with each other. It's just
Hmm.
them. Today's generation says that dating and courting is you can date Tom, Dick, Harry, and everybody else, and me. Nothing is exclusive. Nobody's getting to know each other.
Hmm.
So maybe she thought that y'all were, since y'all didn't have no title, that she could do what she wanted to do,
See,
but yet she wanted to be exclusive with you. That's where the confusion comes in with me.
my point exactly. Because she like basically, it was kind of like in a way where she felt like she could do whatever she wanted to do, but she didn't say it. But she didn't want it to be the same way with me. She
Right.
didn't want me to be dealing with anybody else.
Because she wanted you for herself. And then, but the crazy part, she wanted you for herself, but then she turns around and goes back to her ex. Held you back for a year.
Touchdown. Thank
Why?
you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's why people don't be wanting to get in that, right? There. That's why people don't want to get in relationships because people be playing games and they don't want to have those hard conversations. Just like I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, relationships now you have to almost ask the obvious questions in the very beginning. Do you want kids? Do you want to get married?
Hmm.
Do you see a future with me?
Hmm.
Can you have kids? Like those hard conversations have to be like in the very beginning because then now you're down the line, you're in love with this person, you don't see yourself with nobody else, but yet this woman can't have kids and you want kids, but y'all never had that
Hmm.
conversation.
Hmm.
Or you want to
Hmm.
get married, they don't want to get married, they just want to date you forever. Or they want to hide you from the world. They don't want
Hmm.
nobody to know about you and them. It's like all kind of moving parts that nobody sat down and talked about. That's real.
Hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was just me. Thank you. Whew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those serious conversations, you gotta have those serious conversations in the beginning. You gotta ask about their mental health, their physical health, their relationship background, their family's background. Are there any, mental illnesses in your family? You gotta ask all of these questions because a lot of people are not going to be forthcoming and volunteering when it comes to stuff like that.
You
That
know,
happened to me plenty of times where I'm finding out something 5 years ago that I should have found out right then and there. But then,
wow.
like you said, you already involved in the situation and you caught feelings. So it's kind of like you try to figure out a way to navigate around it, but you can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I had a Twisted Tuesday with one of my guests, and she said that she make the guy go to the health department in the beginning. They got to get tested to talk to her.
Amen to her,
And
bro.
but you know
Amen to
what?
her.
Almost to that point though. Honestly, she said because I feel like it just broke. She says broke dudes out here trying to talk to women. They looking for somewhere to stay, or they looking for somebody to take care of them. And you know what? That's another conversation for another day. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I ain't gonna get on y'all like that today.
Author Nikki Nicole, I appreciate you because I know you got to wrap it up because you got other podcasts you got to do soon. So you got to prep for that. I just, you know, oh man, I just want to say I appreciate you for pulling up last minute, man. Like I needed this. I
I got
appreciate
you.
that. Thank
I
you,
got you
thank you,
always. You know, it's always love over here. I got you anytime you need me.
thank you.
Literally.
Anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Listen, have conversations with each other. If you're in a relationship, have the right conversations at the right time, get to know each other. And on top of that, keep striving, keep thriving. This is your year. Don't just say it, feel it, do it, move with it. And move in silence. Don't tell all your business this year, okay? That's it.
Hmm. Hmm. You ready? Listen to what I'm about to say and how I'm gonna end this. It's gonna be funny. You ready? Women, you are not the prize. Men are. Stop
Ah!
lying to get our money. Get it together. All I'm just playing, women. I love y'all, man. I had to troll just a little bit. This Monday, 3 p.m. is going to be the first installment of the mini series, The 10 Things Women Lie About. So look out for that. Author Nikki Nicole, please go follow her. Go watch her content. I'm telling you, she has some good stuff you're gonna like. If you're looking to collab, go follow this lady right here because she is official tissue.
Official tissue. Oh,
I have to bring
thank
it
you.
back with that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you for taking your time. Talk to you soon.
Later, y'all.
Peace.